The Sanskrit term Nadi refers to the channels through which, in traditional Indian medicine, the energies of the physical body, subtle body, and causal body flow. The word derives from the root nad, meaning flow, motion, or vibration. The word itself is indicative of the essential nature of the channels to which it refers. A nadi is in constant motion, flowing throughout the body like water through a stream, nourishing all in its path. The nadis make up a sort of energetic irrigation system. When this system flows freely, our natural vitality and health is maintained. When the system becomes weak or inhibited, our mental and physical health will consequently become weak and inhibited as well. In the physical or gross body, the nadis correspond to the channels responsible for carrying air, water, nutrients, blood, and other bodily fluids through the body's various vital systems. They are similar to the arteries, veins, capillaries, bronchioles, nerves, lymph canals, and so on. As you become more aware, mainly through meditation and introspection, you will be able to more clearly feel the circulation of energy throughout your body, and it will become evident that this energy is not flowing at random, but rather through a precise system of established pathways. According to many Tantric texts, there are 72,000 of these nadis in the human body, carrying energy to each and every cell of its makeup. Of these nadis, 3 are most important. All the other thousands branch from these major 3, the left, the right, and the central, the Ida, Pingala, and Sushumna. The Sushumna Nadi is often referred to as the body's great river. It is to Sushumna that all other nadis are subordinate, even Ida and Pingala. Sushumna courses through all 7 major chakras, beginning at the base of the spine near the perineum and running all the way up the spine, ending at the fontanelle bone located at the top of the head. It is the nadi through which Kundalini, the energy that rests at the root chakra, is said to rise up through the chakras and take shelter at its true home, the crown chakra. Running alongside the Sushumna Nadi on opposite sides of the spine are the Ida Nadi and Pingala Nadi. The Ida and Pingala Nadis spiral around the Sushumna Nadi like the double helix of our DNA, crossing each other at each major chakra until they finally meet at the brow chakra, where they end. The caduceus, symbol of modern medicine, can be seen as a general representation of the relationship between the Ida, Pingala, and Sushumna nadis. Ida emanates from the left side of the root chakra and passes through each consecutive major chakra in a curving path until its course ends at the left side of the brow chakra. Pingala emanates from the right side of the root chakra and passes through each consecutive major chakra in a curving path opposite to that of Ida until its course ends at the right side of the brow chakra. If you are familiar with the physical construction of the spine, you will know that there are 2 holes on either side of it which act as conduit pipes for all the body's nerves to pass. These holes are correspondent to the Ida and Pingala, the left and right channels. In human physiology, these 2 nadis are also roughly correspondent to the 2 halves of the brain and to the autonomic nervous system, the sympathetic and parasympathetic. Pingala is the active, extraverted nadi and corresponds with the left hemisphere of the brain and the sympathetic nerves. The sympathetic nerves are responsible for the stimulation and acceleration of activities concerned with the external environment and the deceleration of the organs which tend to utilize a lot of energy internally. The sympathetic nerves speed up the heart, dilate the blood vessels, increase the rate of respiration, and intensify the efficiency of the eyes, ears, and other sensing organs. Ida is the introverted passive nadi and corresponds with the right hemisphere of the brain and the parasympathetic nerves. The parasympathetic nerves directly oppose the sympathetic nerves, reducing the heart rate, constricting the blood vessels, and slowing respiration so that the individual becomes calmer and more inwardly focused. Ida and Pingala are representative of the two polar opposite forms of energy that flow within us, and of the basic duality of all existence. The interaction between Ida and Pingala is akin to the internal dance between intuition and rationality, consciousness and vitality, masculinity and femininity, logic and creativity. In our everyday lives, either Ida or Pingala is always dominant. Although this dominance alternates throughout the day, one nadi tends to be dominant more often and for longer periods than the other. This results in personality, behavior, and health characteristics that can be referred to as either Ida-like or Pingala-like. Ida, meaning comfort in Sanskrit, is regarded as the lunar nadi, cool and nurturing by nature. It is our yin side and is associated with all the mental processes and the more feminine aspects of our personality. This channel is most often represented by either a white or pale blue color, symbolic of its subtle vibrational quality. Ida-like individuals exhibit gentle, nurturing qualities. They are full of potential, but unless they develop their Pingala side, they may lack the motivation and determination necessary to ever manifest that potential into anything concrete and solid. Pingala, meaning tawny in Sanskrit, is regarded as the solar nadi, warm and stimulating by nature. It controls all vital somatic processes and is associated with the more masculine aspects of our personality. This channel is most often represented by a fiery red color, symbolic of its explosive vibrational quality. Pingala-like individuals exhibit characteristics of passion and intensity. They possess abundant creativity, but unless they develop their Ida side, they may be unable to focus that passion and creativity into anything constructive. Since Ida corresponds to the right brain hemisphere, it conversely corresponds to the left side of the body. Likewise, since Pingala corresponds to the left brain hemisphere, it conversely corresponds to the right side of the body. There is a contralateralization. You can use these correspondences to determine whether your Ida or Pingala nadi is currently dominant at any given time. Ida, corresponding to the left half of the body, is linked to the left nostril, and Pingala, corresponding to the right half of the body, is linked to the right nostril. If you examine your breath, you will find that it is usually flowing through one nostril more than the other. When the right nostril is flowing, Pingala is more dominant. This will mean that vital energy is more active, allowing you to do more physical work, digest food more easily, and so on. Your mind will be outwardly focused and your body will generate more heat. When the left nostril is flowing, Ida is more dominant. This will mean that mental energy is more active, allowing for mental work, thinking, and concentration to be more easily undertaken. Your mind will be inwardly focused and your body will burn less energy. About once every 90 minutes or so, your breath should switch sides between your Ida nostril and Pingala nostril. If you close one nostril while you breathe, then the other, you can generally tell which is more open and therefore which nadi is currently more dominant. When you are healthy, your breath will shift sides regularly. When you are ill, the time between shifts will be longer, maybe once every few hours. All of our activities are influenced by the flow of these nadis, and depending on the dominance of either Ida or Pingala, certain activities should ideally be performed at certain times. For example, you will most likely find it difficult to go to sleep while Pingala is dominant. Or if you eat while Ida is dominant, your digestive process may be inefficient, causing indigestion. Fortunately, it is possible to voluntarily alter your body's Ida-Pingala dominance, thereby relieving you of the need to plan your daily activities around their natural 90-minute alteration schedule. For example, if there is work to be done but you feel sleepy, it is possible to direct your body's energy flow to Pingala and therefore gain the needed energy to complete the work. In controlling the body's Ida-Pingala dominance, your ultimate goal should be to keep them balanced. Achieving balance between Ida and Pingala will allow you to reap the benefits of both energy forms, as well as improve your overall health and sense of well-being. When the Nadis have become purified, certain external signs will appear, such as clearness and brightness of complexion, lightness and leanness of the body, and the absence of both fatigue and restlessness. The balance of your Ida and Pingala Nadis will also allow for the most important of all Nadis, Sushumna, to open. The energy flow through Sushumna will even further bolster your health, as well as allow you increased control over your mind and eventually lead to heightened states of awareness and intellect. When Pingala is dominant, there is restlessness and tension. When Ida is dominant, there is fatigue and lethargy. When both are balanced and Sushumna flows, there is peace and clarity. You can tell when Sushumna is open when the breath flows evenly through both the right and left nostril. There are several methods by which your Ida-Pingala flow can be altered, but possibly the easiest is a pranayama practice known as Nadi Shodhana, commonly referred to as alternate nostril breathing. To practice alternate nostril breathing, sit in a comfortable meditative position. Lightly place the pad of your thumb on the surface of your right nostril and place the pad of another finger, whichever is most comfortable for you, on the surface of your left nostril. Gently press with your finger to close the left nostril and then exhale fully through the right. Next, inhale fully through the right, then close it with your thumb. Release the left nostril and exhale fully through it. Inhale fully through the left nostril, close it with your finger, release the right nostril, and exhale through it. This completes one round of alternate nostril breathing. It is common practice to perform about 10 rounds of alternate nostril breathing to constitute a complete session. By performing these sessions regularly, you will be gradually bringing your opposing energetic polarities into union, preparing yourself for more advanced energy work and furthering your evolutionary development.